Hello everyone. Our next lesson is creating cycle list view panels. A cycle list view panel is essentially a 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 week cycle that will change automatically without any interference by management at all. The system will do all this for you automatically. So how do we do that? Super easy. Let's go to configuration, panel editor, create a new panel. We'll call it test cycle view. Hit done. Is it a regular panel? Is it a list view panel? No, it's a cycle list view panel. So we click on that. All right, so is it a daily cycle? So do we want to change it every day for, let's say, 28 days, a 4-week cycle? Or do we want to do a weekly cycle, okay? Which means it'll be the very same schedule every week for however many weeks there are in the cycle, all right? So for now, let's start with a daily. How many days? Well, if we're on a 4-week cycle, 4 times 7 is 28. If we're doing a 5-week cycle, that's 35 days. So we just go like that. So now you'll notice it's now inserted week 1, day 1, week 1, day 2, week 1, day 3, and so on and so forth. All right. So if, let's say, today we are on, what today? Today is Tuesday. So if your cycle starts on Sunday, right, that'll be week 1, day 1. Monday is week 1, day 2. And Tuesday is week 1, day 3. So we simply say, today we are on week 1, day 3. Just like that. And so you'll notice that the dates have now changed in our list over here. So we can see that week 1, day 1 was October 30th, then October 31st, and then today is November 1st. Week 1, day 3. All right. So that being said, how do we what do we do? How do we add things in here? How does it all work? Well, because a list view panel can have many things on it, what I would suggest is we create an always available menu and a cycle list view at the same time. So, for example, typically in a cycle menu, right, we'll have a changing soup, maybe a salad, definitely a couple of entrees, a couple of sides, and maybe a dessert. Well, why not have our always available menu intermingling with our cycle menu so that the waiters don't have to juggle between an always available menu and a cycle menu? So how do we do this, and how do we set all this up? Well, our always available menu can change as well, by the way, right? It could change, maybe not as often, but could definitely change. Let's say we don't have carrots for a couple of weeks because of a supply chain issue, and we're going to replace that with broccoli. We don't want to go into every day and remove the carrots and replace it with the broccoli. So what we do are we use what's called template items. So if we click on template items just like this, it's asking us here, what are those items that are going to be inserted into every day of the panel? Okay, so in this particular case, I want to put the hot drinks and cold drinks. Okay, I want that to be on the menu every single day. All right, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to select my Americano, my cappuccino, my coffee, okay, my espresso, my latte, and my tea. I'm also going to go to cold drinks, and I'm going to say I want the Arnold Palmer, my soda, and milkshakes. That's what I want in there. All right, now I hit done. Look at that. Are you sure you want to apply these changes to all the days? Yes, I do. So now it has added those items that we put in the template to every single day of the panel. So if I want to see what happens on week 1, day 1, I click on it. And look at that. You see, it's added my template items, or the always available items, to the menu. If I hit the check mark and now I go to week 4, day 4, look at that. They're there as well. If I want to go in here and remove something from the template, let's say there's a run on milkshakes, just like that. We hit delete and hit done. Are you sure you want to change all the days? Yes, I do. So now I select a random day and you'll see there's no more milkshake. Milkshake is gone, just like that. Okay? So that's the template items. And you can go in here anytime you want and make changes to that template. So now I want to go to week 1, day 1, and I simply go and I say, what is the menu for week 1, day 1? So we have a special appetizer bruschetta and a Caesar salad. Okay? And our entrees, I'll just go down here a little bit more. Okay, we've got the chef special and the coconut chicken. And we will get some sides in here. We'll do asparagus and the rice. So now, this is week 1, day 1. All right, just like that. Super easy. If I make a mistake, it's just easy to get rid of it. I can just hit rice, hit the delete. It's not the rice, it's the French fries instead, or it's the carrots, just like that. Okay, now you can see, there they are here. Now look at this, interesting, right? You see the asparagus says that it's a starch. Obviously, asparagus is definitely not a starch. How do I change this? Well, I simply touch the item, online order settings, hit edit, and instead of starch side, I say it's a veggie side, and I hit save. And now, look at that. The item comes here. I can remove it or put a French fries instead and get rid of the asparagus, just like that. Okay? Really easy. I hit the check mark. I go to week 1, day 2. And that one is the fish tacos and the daily soup. And the entrees is the halibut and the kishka. And the French fries and the baked potato. No, let's get rid of that. Let's do French fries and, let's do baked potato and carrots. As soon as I'm happy with that, I hit the check mark. Week 1, day 3. And again, I can go in to all of my groups, or I can search for an item. If I don't have an item, okay, let's say I'm going to go here and I'm going to add a spinach. I'm in the group called Dining Sides. Add item. New item. Is there a recipe number? I hit done, and I'm going to call it spinach. Online order settings, always check it out. See, it says veggie sides. I just happened to get lucky. Okay, but if I wanted to change this to a starch, I simply go and I switch it just like that. Okay, I can also add pictures, just like this. Very easy to do. Or I can go online and get my own pictures, but I'm going to go and I'm going to find the pictures that I need right here under PNG pics. I'm going to search for spinach. Oops. It's a little slow. Do I not have spinach in here? It's very strange. Super strange. Either way, you're able to grab any picture you want from anywhere you want, put it in here, hit save, and I think you get the drift. Now the item is in here. I click it in, course, it looks like a milkshake, but you get the drift. All right? And if I'm happy with that, I hit the check mark. And then every couple of days, give it a little save. Hit save and hit save. Go back in here. Go back to any day you want. Make changes to it. Change things up. Really easy to do. Okay? And that, my friends, is list view and in the panel editor. Thank you very much, and we will go on to our next lesson.